Hi there, welcome to another video. So let's get started with our quote of the day. It's going to be Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 26. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. Okay, so let's and the topic of today will be suppressing errors with the ErrorAction. So let's get started. So we used this command a few times in one or two videos before. So in Powershell, you can use this ErrorAction parameter, which helps you to control how the errors are handled for an individual commands or commandlet. So this parameter allows you to suppress, some of the options are like stop or to continue execution, like when the error occurs. And some of the options are like silently continue, which we kind of saw. And if you watched our last video, stop is another option. So with stop, it'll treat the error as a terminating error and it allows you to be caught using like if you have a try catch block. Now, the default and the option continue. So that one is by default if you don't use the ErrorAction. So that shows the error and it continues with the script execution. Ignore, so the ignore will kind of more suppress it. So like the ignore error without when you ignore it, it will move on, but it would not record in the error variable and without displaying any messages. So those are the different options you have, and let's get started on a few examples here. So let's switch over to our other script here. And we could maybe reuse this one. So let me just remove this. And I will just do a write. Okay, and so we'll put silently continue. I guess we know how this will work. So let's so we know this file doesn't exist, so this file will go into error. So let's see, it should print out our quote of the day because it will continue on. Okay, so that worked. So you could see that the error is suppressed, so it silently continued on to this next step here. So that's how you use to silently continue. So so an error would have occurred here, and it would have stopped there. But since we used the ErrorAction silently continue, it continued on and it suppressed the error and moved on. So now, if you want to force the error to stop at the execution, so like for here, you could just press stop here. And okay, let's do a try catch now. All right, so let's we'll put our successful message above this in the try catch. So we know it wouldn't hit those if this was an error. All right, so and then we write our write output here. Okay, so we typed error occurred. So if the ErrorAction is stopped, we should get the error written out here. And let's see what happens. There you go. So as you can see, when we chose the error action stop, it went into the catch code block here, and we got the error occurred, and then we got the error message when you use the $_ So that gives you, now if you want to see how it behaves in a successful, this file exists, so let's try it out, and you can see it'll go through the successful branch and print out our code. So that's how you know when the try is successful, it will stop there, and when there's an error in the command here, then and when the error action is stopped, it will go to the catch branch, the catch block. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at our other issue here. So let's look at another command. So like using the ignore. So the ignore will prevent the error from being displayed or stored in the error variable. So here we could put the error variable, so that way you could see that. Okay, let's change this to, yeah, so we got it to ignore. Oops, and as you can see, I had the wrong variable there, so it's supposed to be capital ERR. Okay, I forgot to, let's remove these, because if it's ignoring, it's not going to go in that catch block there. So let's remove the try. Okay, so if we run this, it shouldn't have anything in the error variable there. There's no error displayed. I don't think that was a good example because that was the last error. So let's use the remove item. So that will give us a different one. So you should see maybe that same error show up again. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm trying to show you that the remove item path that doesn't exist. So we'll change this to host file 3. So let's see if that'll work. So you can see, yeah, that. So you can see this worked because I changed it to host file 3, and you can see it will only read the last command. The last error that was stored in the error variable is host file 2. So that's how you know that the ignore command is not adding the error into the error variable. So that shows you that this is how it will work. It's not going to store the latest error inside of the error variable. So that's how the ignore works. Okay, so I think we covered all of it. So let's so we covered the silently continue, we covered the stop and the ignore, and when you don't declare error action, or if you use the continue, that's the default behavior, the error will come up at that point in time. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and our closing code will be Ezekiel chapter 36 verse 26. I'll give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I'll remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. Okay, so that's our quote of the day. Don't forget to read your Bible, and if you're not going to church, try to find a good Bible-based church, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.